Welcome, my name is Jared Johnson. I am the owner and co-founder of a company called Ppc Squared, and we manage PPC, which is pay-per-click marketing for law firms and lawyers across the entire United States. And I started the company out of a complete necessity to do so because I was let go from my job. So it was either go find another job or do something different. I decided to go the road less traveled and decided just let's go ahead and start a company. So, we're looking for an investment of about $300,000. We're going to exchange that for 33% of our company. And that is a pretty equitable offer. We're looking for an equal partner. So Lou owns 33%, I would own 33%, and the investor would own 33%. That's a pretty good deal. We are a technology company, and we actually are branching into developing new technology that does not exist amongst our competitors right now in the almost the sharkiest Shark Tank of all marketing that is going on, which is in the legal world. It's absolutely brutal, competitive beyond understanding. I started the company in 2014. I got let go from my job, and I had to pay the rent, put food on the table. And so it was either go find a job or start a company. So Lou told me you're the worst employee that you ever worked for anybody. So stop, please stop working for people immediately because you're terrible. I would rather you just started your own company. I took his advice and we launched Ppc Squared. I went to Starbucks in Spring Hill, Tennessee, and I spent 8 hours every single day from March the 10th till the infinity almost. Every single day at Starbucks, 8 hours a day, from Monday through Friday, starting the company. I enjoyed the free hot coffee, I enjoyed the free internet, and the LinkedIn access was free as well, and I used that to my benefit to contact 80 different attorneys every single day until I finally found somebody that would talk to me. And I would get an email from them, and I'd email them back. I said, what are you doing with your marketing? They'd be like, nothing. And I'd be like, well, have you tried this? They'd be like, no. And then it would go back and forth. The first guy was Chris Dixon in St. Louis, Missouri. Give me a shot. He said, look, man, I'll give you $2,000 in budget and you get me some car accidents. I said, yeah, I will. Get them right now. So I turned around and I got a campaign running, and before you know it, he comes back and says, I signed up 3 car accidents for $2,000. The best I've ever done with anybody. To the fast forward through the first 6 months, 7 months of 2014, I sold $181,000 worth of Google ads to attorneys. We signed up 12 different attorneys, and we started making real headway in Los Angeles, where we signed up some of the biggest names in personal injury attorneys out there. We started making some real money. So, since then, we've just been signing up client after client after client, because the word spread. We actually know what we're doing in this marketplace. Not trying to say that from an egotistical point of view, but we started getting to the point where even Marcus Lemonis actually heard about us, and he complimented us on Twitter, and one of his companies signed up with us. And so we started selling candles for Marcus Lemonis of all the And so I've met this guy like 4 or 5 times, and he's just like super exciting guy. He's a really nice guy. It's just, when you start making waves like this, you start feeling good about what you did, and you're also glad you got fired back in 2014. So, as we've gone on, so let me give you the numbers. In 2014, we did $181,000 worth of business. In 2015, it went to $674,000 in ad sales. In 2016, we just closed out $1.1 million in ad sales. And it's just me and Lou. That's it. We have no other people working for us. We're out there kicking butt. We're taking names. We're trying to compete with some of the biggest brands and some of the biggest guys that run ads in the legal field right now. The opportunity is stupidly huge. There is a $500 million amount of money that's coming into Google every single year from just legal ads. If you click on a legal ad in Google search engine, it costs a ridiculous amount of money. It costs $66 a click. Have you ever known that if you clicked on a legal ad, it would cost a steak dinner to an attorney? If you ever wanted to get an attorney back, that's how you do it. opportunity is huge. We charge more than anybody. We charge 33% of that money comes to us. So every time they click on that ad that we're managing, we take a lot of that money and we run with it. You know why? Because their margins are gigantic. You know, they get, like we have a guy in Nashville here. He gave us $4,000 in his first trial run. He signed up 16 car accidents right here in Nashville. Those things are worth $3,000 to $5,000 each. And two of them were semi-truck accidents, which are $1 million casualty claim insurance policies, and those go even higher. So this guy's getting his money back. $4,000 for who knows, question marks, how much money he's making. Of course, he's like, hey, I want to take you out to lunch. So we're going to lunch next week on Wednesday. So everybody needs a lawyer. If you've been injured in a car accident, trust me, the insurance company is not interested in cutting you a check for any amount of money. They want to try and get your car fixed, but that's it. If you've ever been injured or disabled or workers' compensation or unemployment law, all these things require attorneys. So our marketplace is only getting better and better, and the reason why this is such an opportunity for an investor is the money is moving from TV advertising to digital. For the first time ever, in 2017, digital is outpacing TV spend. This is a huge opportunity. And you know what? The $500 million mark is on the disappointing low end of all the TV money that's moving this direction. It's only going to go bigger and bigger. And so we earned $1.1 million last year. We barely scratched the surface. There's so much money out there. And so we need to try and do as much as we can to earn more respect, more attorneys, and show them we got something nobody else has. And so, you know, the other problem is that our competition, they're dying hard, they're going away. And what happens is Gannett and Yellow Pages and these guys that used to get a lot of money from attorneys are dying quickly because they lost a lot of that money. When attorneys stop publishing the Yellow Pages ads, they pull all the money back. They don't know where to go with it. So, you know, they tried Yellow Pages again and it's not working out so well. They're not getting any cases. And then Yellow Pages says, well, you signed a 3-month contract for $5,000 each and you don't want to do this anymore, we're going to sue you. Really great business practice, let me tell you. So we were saying, no way. We have stake in the game. We actually want to say, you know what? No contract needed. We're going to do this pure on performance. If we don't get you cases, you drop us. We don't want to do business with you either. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for you to spend any more money with us if we're not getting you any money back. So, okay, let's do this the right way. So we've been doing it that way. That's how we've been growing so fast. And so, Ppc Squared, the difference is the fact that we are research-based internet marketing. Nobody is using Google like the Yellow Pages. They're actually using Google to research the problems they have. Everybody in this room has done it. We type in things we're researching. This is the misconception within Google and advertising on Google. This is why we're making this whole thing work. Because when people are Googling car accident attorney, they're probably not in a car accident. Believe it or not, they're actually, I'll give you an example. People that have been in car accident attorneys Google one thing: State Farm auto claims telephone number. Am I wrong? They don't have the number for State Farm. They just got into an accident. They need to call State Farm. They don't have the number, so they Google it on their smartphone, and I put an ad there instead of on car accident attorney. Who's competing there? Nobody. Who's calling from that? People have been in car accidents who's been called my attorney, and they sign up right away because they realize after they got off the phone State Farm that State Farm has no interest in paying any money to them at all. And so they call my attorney and they go, I don't know what to do. I mean, my daughter was injured. We have severe head injuries. We were flipped in the cars 3 times. We don't know what to do. We were not at fault. And the attorney picks it up from there and runs with it. And then, of course, the attorney calls me back and says, this is working. And I'm like, I know. So let's spend more money. So research advertising is exactly what I described. We're using that to make money, not on just bidding on keywords, okay? So we need money, $300 grand for 33% to hire people. That's the biggest problem. We have 5 different attorneys signing up with us every single month. Some of the largest attorneys in the United States. We just signed up Ppc and Abraham, which is Milwaukee's largest personal injury firm. We've had 11 different law firms out of Los Angeles sign up with us, including we've had discussions with Mark celebrities, TV attorneys representing every celebrity in the world out there, and amongst other people that are all interested in trying this out. We can't handle everybody's requests, so we have to be selective. But if we had an investor, we could start hiring, and we could start actually making money with this and actually growing the company. You know, but the other thing is technology. We want to come up with something called Ppc 9000, and it would actually give us intelligence on where to place the ads. Because right now the strategy is, let's just place ads all over the United States and see what we get. I don't want to do that. I want to actually place ads based on the intelligence of Google searches from the past that tells me where things are happening now. So that way I can say, oh my gosh, there are mesothelioma cases coming out of Kansas City, Missouri, and nowhere else. So now I can place my attorney's ad only there. And my attorney signed up lots of cases, but he didn't waste all the money all across the United States looking for a bunch of nothing. And so I asked Ppc 9000 just a minute ago. I said, well, hold on.
Ppc 9000, can you please get me a bunch of car accident leads in Glendale, Arizona?
I'm sorry, Jared. I can't do that right now.
Well, okay, well, can you get me the mesothelioma leads in St. Louis, Missouri?
I'm sorry, Jared. I can't do that right now.
Well, why not Ppc 9000?
Because we need additional capital to complete my development.
So he opens the 5-day doors. Super helpful. Awesome. That's where we're at. We need money for this. So help us out. Will join us. And you know what? I can think of 500 million reasons why you should give us a shot.
Sure, thank you for that entertaining presentation. You're clearly passionate about marketing. I wish you had started at the beginning by saying, you know, you started a business in an area you were passionate about. Of course you had to, because you said you lost your job, but I'd rather transition in like, I started a business in something I'm very passionate about. At least your passion comes through your presentation. So one thing that wasn't clear to me is if you're a technology or you're a consulting firm. Because if you're a consulting firm, you just told everybody in here your strategy to be a better consulting firm, and now everybody in here could potentially be better. So are you a tech company? And you kind of lost me at the end, you went over, I don't know what the PC 2000 stuff was. So maybe that's what you were talking about, the technology. But you know, once people find out that you're making a lot of money in this space, you're not going to be taking 33% anymore, you're going to be taking 2% because it's going to be commoditized. So is there really anything that's different about what you're doing? That wasn't clear to me in the presentation either.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you everybody.